Hello and welcome to my channel where I try and create home decor stuff on a budget. I am going to share with you today how I made these beautiful crepe paper flowers, something that were pretty easy to make and comes out quite elegant and stunning. So if you're interested in knowing how I made these, then please keep on watching. First, I'm starting off by making a stencil for the flower petal, for which I am drawing this pattern on a sheet of paper and then I'm going to cut it. Once I am done with the stencil, I am using this crepe paper in the size 12 by 12 inches in the color orange, folding it in half along the lines of the folds that is on the paper. Next, I am placing my stencil on this folded paper and securing it into place by using some paper pins. Then I am cutting it according to the stencil that I drew. And don't worry if it doesn't come out perfectly, as some errors are okay, since when you're actually folding the paper to make the flowers, those errors will hardly show. After cutting the shape, remove the paper pins and open the sheet. I have used here 4 sheets of orange and 4 sheets of red color crepe paper, since I felt that mixing colors will look good, but you can also use just one color to make these flowers. For making the center white part of the flower, I am using this crepe paper in white and I am going to fold it in half. Now make sure that while doing this step, you are folding the sheet against its natural fold this time. The way you fold the sheet is really important here because your entire look will depend on it. Cut it along this fold so that you are using only half of this white paper. Again, fold it into half, but this time along the folds of the sheet. Next, I am marking some points so that I know where I must make the cuts. Now you can eyeball this part if you want, but measuring and cutting was easy for me, so I did it this way. My sheet here was almost of 6 centimeters, so I decided to mark points at 1.5 centimeters. Hence, I have marked my points at 1.5, 3 and 4.5 centimeters. I am marking the same points on the other end of the sheet as well. I left almost like 1 centimeter from one side of the sheet and then joined the points by making a line such that all the lines are 1.5 centimeters away. Next, I am cutting along these lines and the folded half of the paper. Open it and you will see that you have these thin strips, but all of them are joined at one end. Next, I am using some Podge and applying it on these sheets. Then I am going to tightly roll each of these strips. Once all the strips have been rolled, you will get something like this of a pattern. Next, tie a tight knot at the end of each of these strips. To secure the folds and the knots at the end, I am applying some more Mod Podge. Leave it to dry thoroughly. Now to make the petals, fold each sheet like you are scrunching them together as if you're making a fan, and then twist it tightly along the entire length. Continue to do this step with all the petals. Now comes the fun part. Slowly and carefully open the twist sheets, unveiling the pattern that gets formed. Now take your time while doing this part because the ultimate look of your petals will depend on it. Once you have all the petals, next comes the arrangement of them into a flower, for which I am starting by making the center part. Once the center part is dried, roll and tie it together with a thread. I am also using a skewer stick here so that I can hold this entire thing easily. To secure the center part with the stick, use some masking tape. After the center part is tied together, I am taking one petal and tying it with the center part. I will keep repeating the step with all the petals, arranging it and seeing that it is all coming together. Once all the petals have been dried, secure it with the masking tape. To give these petals some more real look, I am pulling the tip of the sheets in between my fingers just so slightly so that I can get that wave kind of look. And that's it, your crepe paper flowers are done. These are really pretty and I feel were quite easy to make, especially after you get a hang of how to fold the paper. The flowers that I made are decently sized, as you can see, which can be used to decorate rooms or for bridal or baby showers or any special events. Let me know what you think of this DIY. If you like my efforts, then hit the like button, share it and comment your views and feedback, and if you're interested in making home decor on a budget, then subscribe to my channel and ring that teeny tiny bell next to it to know when I upload my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye and take care.